What are you doing over here? Come on. Let's go. We can hear the waterfall rushing. There's also waterfalls all over the side of the trail, which are usually never there. See that? But yeah, I've never heard this waterfall rushing this much. Wow. I can see it from over here. We're gonna go down to it. It's a bit of a scramble, but we're gonna do it because look at this. Whenever I walk down this and I have Opal with me, I always have to grab this handle so she's not yanking me down this whole thing because it gets a little steep. Woo! Foot got caught. Okay, gotta step over this tree somehow. Okay. Come on, girl. Okay, wait. She chose to go under. Good girl. Okay, come on. Slow down. This is technically not really part of the trail, but if you want to see the waterfall, you kind of have to do this little scramble down here. So there's definitely a trail from people coming down here regardless. Woo! Check that out. Luckily, getting out of here is a little bit easier because she just pulls my butt out of here. Hold on, girl. Hold on. I gotta step over. Ah. Okay. I feel like I could probably take my sweatshirt off already. Okay. I don't know how much talking I'm really gonna do on the first half of this hike because it is going straight uphill the entire time. I wish I didn't bring my jacket, my sweatshirt, because driving over here, it said it was 52 degrees, which is like wild because it's end of January, and the first week of February last year is when we got hit with a bunch of snow. I don't think we're gonna get any snow this year if it's gonna stay this warm. Whew. Okay, hold on. Can hear it. I'm sure if I looked over the edge, I'd probably be able to see a decent stream. We are at Green Mountain, located in Bremerton, Washington. Come on, Opal. Today's hike is about 4.6 miles. I think around 1,100 feet of elevation, something like that. I could pull it up later. I dressed for this hike exactly as I have been the past few hikes, and then quickly realizing that I was wrong. I'm wearing leggings underneath my pants. I feel like I don't really need those right now. I have my hoodie. I didn't wear like an actual raincoat because There's no rain in the forecast, but I figured it was still going to be a little cold. I know. I am so wet in. Oh, but I can't wait to show you guys the view at the top. It's very, very worth it. Alright, let's keep going. I like how they put this little bench here because they know this is when people are going to start feeling winded. I'm about halfway up. Taking a little break. Gotta be honest, it's still not easy for me to wake up early to come out and do this. I wonder how many weeks it's going to be until my Wednesdays waking up early to come out and film start to feel just a little bit easier. Oh, like I probably should have been out here an hour earlier than when I got here, but I think we'll be fine. Just listening. There's no rain, but there's a bunch of water on the tree, so it sounds like it's raining. There's definitely a stream somewhere down there. Part of me wants to like walk back into some of these bushes and take my leggings off. If I find like a good easy opening to get into, I might just do that. We'll see. Because my legs are hot right now. Or at least maybe once I get to the top, I can find a spot so that on the way down it feels more breezy. We are gonna run down this thing. Speaking of running, I'll get into that in a second. I have an idea. Okay, let's keep going. So, I keep talking about how it's difficult for me to wake up early. I've always been a night owl. I have an idea for a video where I force myself to wake up. I feel like people always say 5 a.m. whenever they do series like this. I'm gonna let you know, that's not happening. I don't even think the sun rises until 7 anyways. So maybe 6 or 7. I don't want to make it too hard on myself, but I've always wondered what it would be like to try and take up trail running. I try running, like regular running, on like streets where it's flat, and it kills my shins. But I feel like on the trail, especially if I come to like a downhill part, I know it breaks your knees, but it doesn't feel as bad, honestly. It's a bit more cushion when you're running on soil. So that might be something that I do soon. Maybe when it starts to warm up a little bit. Alright, I think it's about time for another break. I just checked all trails. I'm a little bit more than halfway there. When I do this hike, I don't go all the way to the end, and a little bit before the end, there is a big opening with mountain views and everything. So I pretty much go to that point because there's a bunch of benches with the big open view. Rude. So yeah, we're almost there. I think we have 2 more switchbacks and then it's a straight shot, but it's still all uphill. So a couple more seconds and then we'll keep it going. Oh, the higher I get, the foggier it is. It's like I'm up in the clouds now. Check this out. I can see the opening over there of where the mountain view is. The end of our hike, I can see it. We did it. We made it to the top of Green Mountain. Well, not the top, but my top, where I'd like to end this. There's a cute little bench right over there that is calling my name. Opal. Opal. You ready to go? Let's go. So pretty out here right now, seeing the clouds just kind of float along the trees, and it's not so overly cloudy and foggy that you can't see all of the inlets and the mountain ranges in the distance. Today was a good day to come out here. I almost didn't come and do this hike today because it is about 45 minutes away from my house, and as I said, I don't wake up early enough. But I'm glad I did it. And I'm glad I rushed my butt up the mountain to enjoy this because this is beautiful. Great way to start the day. I don't know if the drone showed this, but on our way up at the very last bit before it opened up, we were having to walk through this stream through like the last quarter mile. So many little random waterfalls. I love it. It's time to start heading back down the mountain. Come on, girl. All Trails says that this hike can take 2.5 to 3 hours. I got up the mountain in 1 hour, which I took a few breaks, and had one little side quest added in there. But overall, I feel like I did pretty dang good on time. As long as I'm back down to my car no later than 11:15, I should be fine. And everything from this point out is downhill. So that means no brakes, all gas. And yeah, we're just gonna get through this thing. Only thing I really need to look out for is giant watery mud puddles and slippery rocks, because I do remember it's happened to me 3 times on this trail, 3 times in the same spot. It's like right at the very end when you're reaching the end of the decline. There's like this area where it's like very rocky, and if you just put your foot down a little too fast or the wrong way, you're gonna slip and fall. It's still very foggy. Ooh. Bigfoot, where are you? All right, I'm gonna get some steps in and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Ooh, wait, hold on. Check this out. Okay, now bye. Silly on this hike. I've passed so many people with big full-on backpacking backpacks and trekking poles. Ooh, poles wrapping around me. And yeah, trekking poles, the whole shebang. I mean, there are hikes on this mountain that are 11, 14 something miles. So that very well could be what they're doing. But yeah, I felt a little silly. Me with my pink hair and my pink pants and my fluffy white dog and my sweatshirt over my shoulders. I'm just a girl. But no, for real though, they all passed the point that I was at, so I'm sure that they're doing a much longer, bigger hike than I am. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. But that's the thing, that's the whole point of my channel, is encouraging everyone to enjoy the outdoors, because the outdoors is for everyone. That's the magical thing about nature, is that it doesn't discriminate any kind of person. Of course, there are trails out there that are difficult for some people to do, but there are also trails out there that are handicap accessible and kid friendly, beginner, you know? It doesn't have to be a 4.6 mile, 11 mile, 20 mile, 90 mile hike for you to still just get your butt outside and enjoy a little bit of nature, because it is good for the mental, okay? It really is. If I had it in me to wake up early enough every single day to get on a hike before, then I would. I just had my first encounter recording while walking up to someone, and I didn't stop saying what I was in the middle of saying just because I ended up seeing someone. So I would call that progress. I am proud of myself. And he was very nice. He asked to pet my dog. So I would call that a win. And it was an older gentleman, which usually when they see people like me out here doing what I'm doing, they'd be like, oh, God, you know? But whatever. It is what it is. He might still be thinking that. But he was still nice to my face, and that's all that matters. But as I was saying, if I had it in me to go on a hike every morning, I mean, my daughter starts school pretty early, so I would have to wake up 5, 6. I mean, I could wake up at 7. No, I would have to wake up at 6, because I still have to get her ready, you know. So if I woke up at 6 and even did just like a smaller 1-hour hike at a local trail, we will maybe one day get there. Maybe one day. Because as of right now, I'm still only putting out 2 videos a week. I would love to get to 3 if possible. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult. I feel like we're already halfway down this thing. We're not, but we're getting there. Once we come across that one random bench, I'm out of breath point, that's when we know we're halfway out of here. Okay, I'm gonna get some more steps in, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Again, wait. We have made it to the bench. I actually need to tie my shoe, so let's take a break. Okay. That should be better. Whew. It's not even 10:30 yet, and we're already almost back to the car, so I think hitting my 11:15 mark will be perfect. Okay, let's keep it going. Something I did forget to mention, if my audio sounds different than it has in my past few videos, I'm not using my mic. I actually need to buy a new one, because the last hike I went on over in Falls View Canyon, wherein it was pouring, yeah, they're broken. Honestly, they were pretty cheap, Amazon ones that didn't work great in the first place anyways. There was times where I would do a test video to make sure that it was working, and it was. And then I would start recording the actual video, and it would work sometimes in the beginning for a little bit, and then it would cut out and it would be silence. It wouldn't even like go to my phone's audio or my phone's mic. So it was more of a headache than what it was worth, I feel. And I did upgrade my phone recently. I have the new iPhone 17 Pro. So if my camera quality, other than the... Oh, shoot, I almost just broke my ankle. If the camera quality, other than the drone, seems a little bit better, well, that's why. My phone also, when I went on the Falls View Canyon hike, somehow, wonder how, got water, not behind the screen protector, not on the outside of the lens, literally behind my phone screen, like behind the lens. There was a bunch of condensation, so my video footage was super foggy and you could barely see anything, and I was due for an upgrade anyways. My phone kept telling me I was out of storage all the time. Don't you just love that? Oh, it's like, what is the cloud for? Honestly, I don't understand the cloud, because I have 2 terabytes there, and on my phone I only had, well, my old phone, my new one's 256, and I'm only using up like 91 gigs on this phone when I transferred all my data, so couldn't have been that much. Definitely not 2 terabytes. Makes no sense. What's the point of having 2 terabytes on the cloud if it doesn't actually help you? But anyways, I'm gonna stop complaining about that. I got a new phone. That's all that matters. So my videos will be getting better. And I hopefully won't have to worry or stress out about my phone running out of storage, at least anytime soon. Okay. Gonna get in a few more steps here. I feel like I'm kind of coming, ooh, my sweater keeps slipping. Feel like I'm coming up to the rock scramble part where I usually eat caca. So I'm gonna pay attention where I'm stepping. All right, bye. Guess what, guys? I made it out of the part that I always slip and fall without slipping and falling. It's the little accomplishments that matter. Oh, we are officially pretty much down the mountain. It's just a straight shot back to the car at this point. So that's pretty cool. Ugh. Okay, now we're off the mountain. But yeah, I will put a All Trails link in my bio of the hike that I did today. So if you happen to find yourself in the PNW, you guys could come check it out, because it's a really beautiful hike, and I think it's pretty underrated. Whenever I bring up Green Mountain to people, they're like, huh? So pretty. I just love it here. Love it, love it, love it. guys, as always, I am almost back to the car, so this is where I'm going to leave you off. I really hope that you enjoyed joining me on this trail on Green Mountain, and I hope you guys join me for the next adventure. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.